Why did God command the Israelites to keep the Sabbath holy? And when is the Sabbath? And why is it so important? The Israelites live under a system you and I could never survive. Israel didn't work for their salvation in the modern sense. They were already God's people because of his covenant, not because of their performance. But the law system required consistent sacrifice, consistent rituals, consistent cleansing to maintain fellowship. Every day, blood on the altar, priesthood work, purity laws, washing, offering. It wasn't earning a salvation. It was living under a system that never fully solved the sin problem. So God gave them the Sabbath, a day they were commanded to keep holy. They couldn't work on this day. Failure to keep this day holy can result in serious punishment, including death. But the problem was, after the Sabbath, they all had to go back to work. No matter how much Sabbath they kept, the rest never lasted. So when Jesus' disciples picked grain on the Sabbath, the Pharisees snapped. Jesus couldn't possibly be the Messiah because he allowed his disciples to work on the Sabbath. But Jesus hit them with history they did not want to face. David ate the consecrated bread. Priests worked every Sabbath in the temple, yet God never called them lawbreakers. Why? Because the Sabbath was never about rule keeping. It was about revealing God's heart. Then Jesus dropped the bomb on them. The Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath, meaning he created it, he fulfilled it, and the one the Sabbath was pointing to is standing right in front of you. They were guarding a shadow while rejecting the substance. The Sabbath was never just a day. It was a shadow pointing to a person, and when Jesus died, he finished the work humanity could never complete. That is why on the cross, he said, "It is finished." From that day on, we don't wait on the seventh day of the week, which is Saturday, to rest. No, we live in it because Jesus Christ is Sabbath. And Paul, a Jew who lived his whole life under the weight of the law, understood this better than anyone. That is why he told the church in Colossians 2:16 through 17, "Let no man judge you in food or in drink, or in respect of a holy day, or of the Sabbath day, because those things were shadows, and Christ is the substance." He also said in Romans 6:14, "You are not under the law, but under grace." Paul wasn't disrespecting the Sabbath. He was explaining the revelation behind it. All the sacrifice, all the washing, all the ceremonies, all the laws Israel struggled to keep are no longer required because Jesus became the final sacrifice, the finished work, the rest the Sabbath was pointing to. So now we rest not because the calendar says Saturday, but because Jesus on the cross said, "It is finished."